Good morning, class. Today is Tuesday, April 14th, and I hope you guys had a great weekend. I got an announcement, sorta. The superintendent for DISD has stated that it is unlikely that we're going to return to school this for the rest of this school year. He didn't say we weren't definitively, but it's not likely. So that's gonna suck. If we don't go back to school, that means I won't ever get to see you in my classroom again. I may see you in school next. Well, I'm hoping I will next year when you're seniors, but I won't have you in my class as students, and that kind of sucks. I miss you guys. I really do wish we can get back to school, but I'm not thinking it's gonna happen. But I'll keep you updated as soon as I hear for sure yes or no. I'll let you know. So yeah, we're still doing our virtual learning thing. As far as your work, you guys are doing tremendous work on your annotated bibliography. That is due this week. It's literally due in 2 days, and most of you are pretty much done with it. You got all your sources, you've done your annotations for the sources, you fixed your layout. Thank you for that. And today we're just gonna focus on the very top part, which is the head note. So you're gonna do your head note. It's already done for the most part, but like with the annotations for the works cited, we just have to tighten it up a little bit. So if you go when you go into the instructions today, you'll notice that there's one, two, three, four. There's five things that have to be done correctly to get full credit for the head note. And you need all of your points for the head note. Remember, your annotated bibliography, you only get one shot at this. You need to turn it in perfectly and get an A. So in the instructions, all of this is laid out. Everything I'm reading to you is in your instructions. Make sure you check it. Um, the bulk of your head note points, 40 points, is going to come from the quality of synthesis. And I'll read you the definition. The head note skillfully puts all chosen sources in conversation with each other, demonstrating where they converge and where they differ from one another. So it's not enough just to say that you got this source that said this source said that. You got to synthesize them, make them kind of flow in unity. 10 points for the relevance of the topic, which is a gimme. That just means that your paper is going to deal with race, gender, or ethnicity in American context. That's easy. You should have that automatically. The other 20 points is for the topic of sources. That should be a gimme too. That means that all the sources you've chose dealt with the topic. If you have a source, then their information has nothing to do with your topic. Clearly, that's not a good source. So that's 20 points. That's a gimme. And then you have the arguability of the topic. All right, so that's crucial. That's 20 points. And that just means that whatever you're arguing isn't obvious. You can't make an argument. You shouldn't go outside in the rain because you'll get wet. I mean, it has to be something that has two sides that are up for debate and it's arguable. So that's 20 points. But I'm assuming you already did that, or I would have rejected your topic by now. If I read it and it wasn't arguable, I think I would have rejected it by now. And the last 10 points is for grammar and mechanics. That's only 10 points. That's surprising. So make sure you get all of that. So the main thing you're going to really focus on, obviously, the 40 points, the quality of the synthesis. So when you look into your instructions for today, have those points lined out for you. And I also put the example that we looked at from our annotated bibliography example. And I just put the head note in there today because that's what you're focusing on. And I put highlights in it as to where she's doing synthesis well. And then the second paragraph, I noted what she's doing in the second paragraph. So all that stuff is important. Here's the deal. Today's Tuesday. I need this back. When do I need it? I need this back by 9 p.m. today. And the only reason I need it today is so I can give you one last full grammatical check. That's the one where you send it to me and I put highlights in there and let you know where you have a run on, let you know this is a fragment, things of that nature. The only way I can do that for you for this paper is if you give it back to me by 9 p.m. today. That means that on Wednesday, I'm going to spend a whole day just on your papers, finding your grammatical issues. I'll do my best to get it back to you by Thursday morning, and that'll give you all day Thursday to fix the grammatical points that I pointed out. If you do not submit this just as fully finished as you can. If you don't give it to me today by 9 p.m., then I'm not going to be able to get it back to you. So you're going to have to submit it to the professor without me ever doing that final check. I know some of you don't like that final check because you get all these highlights in there and you're like, oh my God, this is too much. But I think for the most part, you recognize the value of that. All right, so that's it for today. So go read the instructions, fix your head note. It shouldn't take that long. It's just 2 paragraphs. Make sure the word count for your head note is, I believe, under 350 words. And I'm assuming you're done with your annotations, so this shouldn't take that long. But just get it to me as soon as possible. If you could send it to me before 9 p.m. today, that would be even better, because I'd have more time to actually work on yours and everybody else's. All right, so that's it. I hope you guys are doing well. I know these are trying times. Some of you are stressing out. Some of you are having to work because your parents got laid off. Some of you have sick relatives you're caring for or worried about. I'm just praying that all of you make it through this with your mental state intact and your health intact. And I miss you guys. Just keep doing what you're doing. Thursday is the big day. We're almost there.